Danger Dolan. From redundant expressions to weird word origins, we count 50 strange and interesting facts about the English language. Number 50. Shit is one of the oldest and most versatile words in the English language, with roots in Germanic and Scandinavian languages, and a recorded history dating back at least as far as 1086. It originally meant cattle diarrhea. Nowadays, it simply refers to new episodes of The Simpsons. Number 49. A pangram is a sentence that contains all 26 letters of the alphabet. The following sentence is the most famous example. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. It is often used to test typewriters or keyboards. Number 48. An Oxford or serial comma is one that is placed immediately before a coordinating conjunction at the end of a list. Coordinating conjunctions include and, or nor. Number 47. Shiverness is an old Yorkshire word for the uncomfortable feeling of wearing new underwear. Shiv is an old word for thick, coarse wool or linen. Number 46. Approximately one new word is added to the English language every 2 hours. At this rate, the dictionary grows by about 4,000 words a year. And yet we still don't have a word for those moments where you just have to dance. You just have to dance! Number 45. The proper name for cutting your own hair is self-tonsorialism. A tonsorialist is an old world word that encompasses several professions, including barber. Number 44. The longest modern English word without a true vowel, the A-E-I-O-U, is rhythms. There are thought to be several longer archaic words like the obsolete 17th century words symphony and twins. Number 43. An autological word is one that describes itself, like unhyphenated or short. The shortest complete sentence in English is the following. I am. You are. We are. Australia. Number 42. Gadzookery, also called tushery, is the deliberate use of old-fashioned language in modern writing. It comes from the exclamation gadzooks, which some suggest is an alteration of God's hooks, the nails of Christ's crucifixion. So the next time you use the word gadzooks in a conversation, just realize that you're offending a religion. Number 41. When weather turns bad, an ombrifuge is anything or anywhere that provides shelter from rain. If the weather flinches, it means it's failed to improve even though it looked like it would. Number 40. The expression to knuckle down originated from the children's game of marbles. Players would put their knuckles to the ground in order to make their best shots. This is one of the many traits shared between children and mindless, stupid apes. Number 39. We pronounce the combination O-U-G-H in 9 different ways. This sentence contains all of them. A rough-coated, dough-faced, thoughtful ploughman strode through the streets of Scarborough. After falling into a slough, he coughed and hiccuped. Number 38. A preposition links nouns, pronouns, and phrases to other words in a sentence. The preposition is always followed by a noun, proper noun, pronoun, noun group, or gerund. You have no idea what I just said, do you? Number 37. The past tense of dare is durst. However, the word is archaic and no longer widely used. I durst you to try and remember that. Number 36. As a noun, an owl is a night bird of prey. However, as a verb, it means to act wisely despite knowing nothing. Informally, in its verb form, to owl can also mean to stay up late. Number 35. There are only 4 words in the English language that end in "-dus". They are hazardous, horrendous, stupendous, and tremendous. If you've got a Microsoft operating system for your computer, you've got a Windows. Number 34. A scissor was originally a type of Roman gladiator thought to have been armed either with a pair of swords or blades, or with a single dual-bladed dagger. Nowadays, it's the thing you cut stuff with. Number 33. The most common adjective in the English language is good. The most common noun is time, and the most common word used in conversation is I. Number 32. Bamboozle derives from a French word embarbuena, meaning to take a baboon out of someone. To metagrobalize someone is to utterly confuse them.
Number 31.
In Tudor English, a Gandamuna was a man who flirted with other women while his wife recovered from childbirth, which actually makes him an asshat, which is an alternate way of saying douchebag.
Number 30.
A moment is a very brief period of time, or a specific amount of time. However, in medieval Europe, a moment was precisely 1/40th of an hour, or 90 seconds.
Number 29.
A zoilist is an unfair or unnecessarily harsh critic, or someone who particularly enjoys finding fault in things. Red Simons and Simon Cowell are examples of zoilists.
Number 28.
The longest English word with its letters in reverse alphabetical order is the compound word spoon-fed.
Number 27.
Bookkeeper or bookkeeping are the only two unhyphenated words in the English language with 3 consecutive double letters. Other such words like sweet-toothed require a hyphen to be readily readable.
Number 26.
The word testify was derived from a time when men were required to swear on their testicles. The practice appears in the Bible's Old Testament. Because you know what's great? When you die and your testicles have a special place in hell.
Number 25.
The part of your back that you can't quite reach to scratch is called the acnestis. It's derived from the Greek word for cheese grater, but many people know it by its alternate name, that damn spot.
Number 24.
Although an ounce is commonly known as a unit of weight, it is also a duration of 7.5 seconds.
Number 23.
Phenopalatine ganglioneuralgia is the proper name for an ice cream headache. The term ice cream headache has been in use since at least January 1937. First published use of the term brain freeze as it pertains to cold-induced headaches was in May 1991. However, if you're like me and it doesn't freeze your brain at all and it's just your throat, it means you're an alien.
Number 22.
Phonology is a branch of linguistics that deal with systems of sounds in a language. It is not to be confused with the similar sounding phonology, which is the study of seasonal natural phenomena.
Number 21.
Typewriter is one of the longest common words you can type on the top row of a typewriter. Some others include the repertoire, proprietor, and perpetuity.
Number 20.
The chess term checkmate comes from the 14th century Arabic phrase shamat, which means the king is helpless.
Number 19.
Hogwash is literally kitchen scraps used to feed pigs. The first writer to use it figuratively to mean nonsense was Mark Twain.
Number 18.
All planets except Earth were named after Greek and Roman gods and goddesses. Earth is a 1,000-year-old English-German name that means the ground.
Number 17.
The longest single-syllabled word in the English language is screeched. Similarly, strengths is the longest word with just one vowel.
Number 16.
The shortest word containing all 5 main vowels is eunoia, meaning beautiful thinking or a state of normal mental health.
Number 15.
The countryside is an anagram of no city dust here, while citharism is the sound of the wind rustling through leaves. I can't do it.
Number 14.
Some words evolve over time, causing their meanings to modify. The word noon originally referred to 3 p.m, and scarecrows were once known as hobbity boobies.
Number 13.
To exasperate someone literally means to annoy or irritate them as much as an ulcer would. And we all know how those feel, don't we? Don't we? Don't we? Don't we?
Number 12.
The second least used letter is Q. In written English, only one letter in every 510 is a Q.
Number 11.
English is an official language in 79 countries and territories. It is the 3rd most commonly spoken language in the world after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish.
Number 10.
The dot above the letters I and J is called a superscript dot. Colloquially, it is also called a tittle. You'll usually find these out in your backyard with the hobbity boobies.
Number 9.
Dermatoglyphics is the study of fingerprints and skin patterns. It is also the longest English word comprised entirely of different letters.
Number 8.
The opposite of déjà vu is déjà vu. It is the unnerving feeling that something very familiar is completely new. It also means you're in the goddamn Matrix.
Number 7.
The first letters of the month separating June and December spell Jason. So what I'm trying to get at here is that it's very spooky.
Number 6.
The adjectival form of abracadabra is abracadabrant. It is used to describe something marvelous, dazzlingly impressive, or anything that has apparently happened by magic.
Number 5.
Swear words were nicknamed tongue worms in the 1600s. Swear words are also processed in a separate part of the brain from regular speech and are thought to reduce stress.
Number 4.
English is the official language of the skies. All pilots on international flights must identify themselves in English regardless of their country of origin. English 1, Mandarin Chinese 0.
Number 3.
Fam grasping is when you shake hands with someone in an agreement or to make up a difference. Fam corresponds with the word hand, which explains why the first Nintendo console was nicknamed the Famicom. Actually, that's not true. I have no idea why I said that. It's not true. That's... What?
Number 2.
E is the most commonly used letter in the alphabet. It comprises 11% of the entire English language. English 2, Mandarin Chinese 0.
Number 1.
The Oxford English Dictionary was first published in 10 volumes. Took 70 years to complete and was the first massively crowdsourced coalition of English knowledge. It contains 615,000 entries. That's it for this countdown. And have a good one!